So, this is just an overview of the discussion. In the field, observe a class and interview the teaching handling the lesson. Provide answers to the following tasks. The Assure. Next is experience. After going through the Assure model, apply the knowledge in designing a lesson suited for the intended purpose by accomplishing the task below. Task. Think of a lesson and a hypothetical group of learners. Design the lesson good for an hour by writing a brief outline of the plan. Explain how the Assure model has helped in the process of designing it. Discuss the rationale of the decision on the selection of the materials, technology tools, learning, and assessment activities. As you can see in the table, you will fill in the what is it, explain the reasons for the decision in relation to the Assure model, the lesson topic, subject area, level of learners, duration, and 1 hour lesson, learning outcomes, materials or technology, tools, learning activities, assessment, and activities. For you to be able to understand the activity, read the instruction. And finally, we are in our main task. With your peers, based on your understanding of the Assure model, as a group, produce a 2-minute digital story that tells your own understanding of the Assure model. This team output underscores your understanding of the Assure model and how it can use as a guide in designing a lesson. The production should clearly present a great viewpoint on the learning the model. Steps in producing a digital story. Number 1 is brainstorming a story concept. 2. Create a storyboard that will contain the graphics, sounds, text, narration, and music needed. 3. Collect pictures, materials, and store them in an organized fashion. Number 4. Using productivity tools, put them together using iMovie, Movie Maker, Vimeo, PowerPoint presentation, Powtoon, Power Director, Viva Video, and the like, or any digital platform you are comfortable with. Number 5 is edit, revise, and share your story. When creating a digital story, it is important that you have the content written. The substance is important to be clear. What is the message about? Then organize the flow of events using the right language. Tell a good story. When you have all information sorted out, you need to think of a perspective that you can take as you tell the story. That point of view will be your through line. It will connect all the elements of your story and end it with a concluding statement that will create a cohesive presentation. So, when writing the script, you need to consider important elements. Number 1, point of view, dramatic question, emotional question, economy, voice, soundtrack, and pacing. So, for those who may not experience producing a digital story plan, and discuss the storyboard with your peers. Gather materials or data needed for the storytelling. Organize this and put them in format designed for storyboard. Storyboarding is a valuable initial phase in the digital storytelling process. It is like doing a layout of the text or the script, the images or pictures that should go with it, the narration or voiceover, as well as the transitions or that can be employed to have an engaging production. In other words, it is a detailed plan before the digital story is produced. This will allow you to visualize the flow of the story. You can create a template using a table below are examples of a storyboard templates. So if you can see, that is an example of a storyboard. It will be guided and graded by this rubric. So if you have any questions about my discussion, you may ask. That's the end of my discussion. Thank you for listening.